So I have read all volumes 8 to 14 now. 14 came out, I think, a week ago. I got a chance to reading it. It is amazing. I highly recommend it. It might be my favourite volume out of all 14 of them. But here I have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So here's number 8. As you can see, it's all of them are very high quality. In this one, it's right after the bit where Kaneki gets out of the chair, battle with Jason, and we fight as he fights Toka's brother, and there's a really cool scene where he's breaking all his bones. They actually have a pretty decent fight, but then ultimately it turns out Kaneki wins. Well, there's spoilers, but he wins that one. Um, I think it was much better told than in the manga, the anime, because in the anime we didn't get much of a fight. He doesn't wreck him as badly as he does in the is this volume. They also the ending was a bit different. How Kaneki instead of running off by himself to go join the Algiri, he becomes forms his own band of with Bonjo being his shield and the Gorment being his sword. And I thought that was much better than how the anime did it. But yeah, that's chapter 8. I'd give it a 9. It's a pretty solid one. I think chapter 7's better, but there's a lot of good backstory and artwork. It's actually really good. It makes me want to reread it. There's a cool scene here where he's just beaten him. Artwork's always fantastic. So then it gets into, for the record, a lot of this isn't similar to there's similarities, but it's more different than the first season was, because this is kind of following the season 2 events of the manga or of the anime. So here they introduce a new character. This is volume 9, and then we have Amon. I think this is the only time we see Amon on a volume cover. But I can't remember her. That's Mado's daughter, but I can call her Mado because it's second name. So let's see what happens in this one. I think it's it's a lot of CCG stuff, hunting down the eye patch. Kaneki becomes this myth, and he gets this Reaper blade. A lot of cool CCG stuff. The whole prison scene never actually happened, because in the anime they had this whole prison scene, but apparently that was just like a book. But they changed it. They made it volume 11. I don't particularly like some of the changes the anime made. Yeah, Hide does join the CCG, but it's a bit more obvious. I'm just skimming through it. And look, Kaneki's got Banjo and the Gorment right next to him, as you can see there. Oh, I'm trying to position it well enough for you to see. But yeah, there it is. You get some really good fights as well. I think Kaneki's pretty much trying to find the doctor that made him like this. And look, just the artwork's always on point. You're a nuisance. Yeah, there's some good battles. But so now we're going on to the next volume. That was 9. Let's see, obviously 10. So here we get. This one feels much heavier than 9. Just noticed. So yeah, 10. As you can see, this is Jason's right-hand man, I believe, and he's sad that he's gone. This one is a build-up towards the laboratory at the end. Yeah. Oh, and Kaneki battles that really strong guy that was in the prison. It takes me back reading these. Are you holding back? Yeah. So he fights this guy, and that's pretty much what happens. And there's a lot of other CCG stuff. Oh, and then at the end it's got the reveal that I think Rize, spoilers, is still alive. Yeah, Reese. As you can see, I think that's Reese. She's saved by, I can't remember his name, but him. I'm terrible at remembering names. But then, yeah, so this covers in the anime, it was the first half of the prison scene before Kaneki goes all centipede. That was a pretty cool form, but so chapter 10's pretty good as well. I think I'd give 9. 9 and 8.4 because it's alright. It's not amazing, and I'll give this an 8.8. Now we get to my second favorite volume of the series. Well, of the first half. Maybe I should do my top 10 favorite volumes afterwards. But this one, look at the art. It's so good. In this one, Kaneki eats all the other hybrids, or the other failed attempts at making other ghouls, and he becomes this like centipede sent being. And then it's just non-stop battling. And a lot of other stuff goes on. I'm not trying to spoil too much, so that's why I'm not going into a lot of depth. You get a bit more. You get a pass with Stitches. I call him Stitches. I think it's Junzo, his name. You get a lot of backstory. Each book has some sort of backstory to it, but I like learning about characters' backstories, because he does fight them, and his battle is even better in the manga, because I think he gets damaged in the gut, and then he's like, oh, my guts are spilling out, tucks it back in and just stitches himself back up. It's amazing. And yeah, she gets fucked up. Okay, so... But yeah, that's pretty much the rest of... Yeah, there's a lot, and then it's the second half of the prison scene, which is the laboratories in the manga, so it's a completely different area. Yeah, and then they all end up in hospital. And then they're hinting the owl. And yeah. So, I would give this a 9.7. It's just that good. Let's put you back. So we're on 12. 12's really good. You learn a lot about his backstory. I can't remember his name, and this guy's backstory as well. And you also learn about the Reaper. It's not a lot of action per se, but you'll get a lot of character moments. It's pretty much the before the final battle, and yeah, you see a bit of a Rima as well, and I think he's fighting some ghouls from the fourth ward, I believe, because you hear about their fourth ward stuff. You get more CCG stuff. I'm just skimming through them all now and giving my general impressions. This one's all right, and you get there's a lot of good. Finally you get some better Kaneki and Toka scenes in this one, and Hide as well. Oh, she meets Hide. I forgot to. Yeah, there's a lot of more. In this. I like this volume simply because there's a lot of cool character interactions, and it explores upon most of the characters. Yeah, and Mystery of Shima's Child. You learn more about that. It's quite faithful. Not actually. It's sort of similar to the anime, but there's a lot more to it, I'd say. I always think the artwork's better. And look, yeah, they meet finally. And I think Kaneki even says he was going to go back to Toka, but then obviously all the what happens in chapter 13 goes on. But I'd give this a 9.2. I'd say that's fair. Then we get to some of the start of the end. That's Mr. Arima, I believe. The Reaper. First half, this is preparing for the 20th Ward invasion. I don't want to die. Tough break you are. Then they ship them. I'm going to be talking a lot about 14 the most, because that's the freshest in my mind. I might do chapter by chapter after this. Just get a self-caught block. That's funny. Let's see, Kuzin. Yeah, and then you get a bit more, like the group that he used to work for is still active, and they tell him to be careful and get out of the way. Toka gets in more scenes, but then most of the fighting, then it starts towards the end, and during this book you only see pretty much the dogs and the bears pretty much battling, and then Kaneki comes in and saves them, and then the start of the owl fight. Like Kaneki's just learning what's going on, so he wants to save that old guy. There's that Luigi on steroids fucker. But yeah, that's chapter 13. It's pretty good chapter. I'd say it's a 9.5. Now, I've just wanted to skim through those just so I could get to this one in particular. 14 might be my favourite volume they have ever made. Up there with volume 5 and 7. It's just so good. Look, there's Kaneki, and then you just see like his top. So we start from here. So yeah, it pretty much starts where it left on, but Amon and Kaneki fight. And I'm gonna go full spoilers now on the ending of Tokyo Ghoul. In this battle, Kaneki gets a blow to the gut, and he chops off Amon's arm, and it's just so brutal. Their battle is amazing, and Kaneki's trying to fight his way to save the Taku owner. That's what it. He also gets some other slight battles. Amon gets this amazing battle suit, and it's just incredible. And then they continue fighting. I'm skimming through it. And then Kaneki, he actually uses his centipede form during this battle. I don't think he did in the anime. And then Stitches, he loses his fucking leg. Look, if you see in the bottom picture there. Oh, it's just so brutal. And then Amon, he loses his arm. And like, holy crap, everyone's losing limbs. As you can see his arm. Just like, yeah, his arm's been completely cut off by Kaneki. But Kaneki has received a blow. Yeah, that's a better picture to display his arm being chopped. Not showing a little bit. But holy crap, yeah, Kaneki's took a blow. So then Kaneki wanders through the sewers, trying to get his way to the owl to help him, but he's taken too much damage, he won't heal. And that's when the most fucked up thing that I think in this volume is, I'm trying to find it. Bear with me. He finds Hyde in the sewers with him, and in like the anime, the biggest difference is instead of Hyde somehow mysteriously taking wounds, he offers himself up to Kaneki, and Kaneki eats him. It's just insane. And with that, he was able to get enough strength to fight Arima. And look, this guy loses his leg. Everyone's losing legs and body parts. And then the second owl. I think, yep. I don't know what I was doing then. And then Stitches tries his best to fight with one leg, but then the Luigi steroids guy comes in, and then Kaneki finally faces off with Arima. But obviously he gets demolished. And look, all the corpses Arima's done by himself. Yeah. But that's pretty much it without going into any more spoilers. But Kaneki gets fucked. And it pretty much ends with Kaneki forgetting everything he remembers because he took so much blows to the head. And now, let me find, can I find this picture? Can I find this picture? Wait. So it's just, I'm trying to find a specific, there we go. She then takes him up I find that funny, he screws up Amon, and then she has to teach him, even though if she knew what he did, she wouldn't. But yeah, that's the end of volume 14. This volume's amazing. 10 out of 10, amazing. Artworks throughout all of them is amazing. The artwork and quality is good. I don't know how you can do a review on this, because it's just, here's a brief overview of each part of the story. Here's the quality and artwork. And yeah, that's just I recommend every single one of them. It's worth it. You can get each one for like £6-7 quid. I've been collecting them for like a year now. And yeah, thank you for watching.